Hi kids! Good day, it's Teacher Kim. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of folk literature. Have you ever heard a story from your grandparents about mythical creatures, heroic warriors, or wise animals? That's folk literature. It is the collection of myths, legends, fables, epics, and folktales passed down from generation to generation through storytelling. Before writing existed, people shared their beliefs, dreams, and lessons about life through these tales. They help explain the mysteries of the world, teach right from wrong, and, of course, entertain us. So now, let's focus on one special type of folk literature, which is the legend. Legends are stories rooted in history but often mixed with imaginative details. They tell of extraordinary people, places, or events, usually to explain how something came to be, though they may not always be entirely true, but reflect the culture and beliefs of the people who tell them. To understand this better, let's watch a fascinating story about the legend of the Black Sea. As we watch, think about the elements of a legend. Does it have historical roots? Does it explain something in nature? Let's find out.
Once upon a time, on a seashore lived an old man. He has two pets, Bully, the dog, and Selzina, the cat. Whenever the master called for Bully, he always at his master's side. Unfortunately, the cat was not safe. Selzina, the master called. The cat was nowhere to be seen. After repeatedly calling for her, the old man would say, Sir Zina, do you want a fish? The moment that the old man asked, as if she wanted a fish, she would appear instantly. Bully didn't appreciate the behavior of the cat. Black cat, evil cat, he would say. The old man was quick to scold.
One day the old man became very sick. "Bolly, please get me the pill from the cabinet," he spoke feebly. The dog jumped and jumped, but could not reach the cabinet. The old man called for Zerzina. The cat stayed hidden like every other time. "Do you want a fish, Zerzina?" asked the old man. The cat quickly appeared. "I am sick today," he told the cat. "Please get me the pills so that I can get better. Then I will go fishing tomorrow and there will be plenty for all." The cat effortlessly climbed up the cabinet but refused to get the pills. "I want fish first," she purred. The old man had no fish for her. He began to cry in anguish. Soon after that he heard Bolly bark. When the old man turned around he found a pill lying on the ground. The old man was sure Zerzina had dropped it by accident.
The old man felt better the next morning. After fishing, he sat and looked at the waves. "Drive her away, master. She is evil," Bully said to his master. Bully reminded the old man of another black cat that had troubled them in the past. "Don't behave that way again," he told Sergina. After that, the old man fell asleep. When the man woke up, his cottage was on fire. "Bully, Sergina, bring me water," he shouted. The dog dashed away to get some water. Sergina, on the other hand, did not move. The old man gave her a fish. But even then, Sergina stopped after a while. Bully did not stop for even a minute. The house burnt down in the end. The cottage was all the old man had. So he threw her up into the sea. The moment he did, so the sea turned black.
Soon after that, the old man could not catch fish anymore. The old man and Bolly became very weak. One day, the old man cried out in anger. "Why?" Suddenly, a herring gull spoke up. It is because you lost faith in the goodness of your cat. But she was evil. She was the reason why my cottage burnt down, cried the old fisherman. Maybe so, but she also saved your life once. Are you sure Sir Zena had accidentally dropped the pill? The girl asked wisely. Everyone has good and bad in them, but you must never lose faith. The man started thinking about things. Soon after that, he heard Bolly barking. He soon found that Bolly was barking at a black cat. The old man realized he was wrong to throw away Sir Zena. He took the poor cat in. Bolly was surprised and said, Master, have you not learned your lesson? She is a black cat. She must be hungry just like us. The old man smiled. Everyone has a good and bad in them, repeated the old man with a smile. Before the girl flew away, it spoke for the last time. Always remember, without faith, a man is like a net without fish. The old man took care of the cat from that day on. Soon, the sea returned to its normal color. The man could catch fish again.
Now that we've heard the story, let's dive deeper into what makes a legend special. To help us understand, our fellow teachers will now share the key characteristics of it as a legend. Teacher Mariah, the floor is yours.
A bunch of thanks for that, Teacher Kim Joy. Now, I am with Teacher Charmaine, Teacher Jenny, and Teacher Faith. We'll identify the characteristics of folk literature in the legend of the Black Sea. So first, in the setting. So removal from reality. So the story is set in a vague coastal environment, or seashore, or cottage, where animals speak like Bolly and Serzina, the herring gull, and magical events occur. The sea turning black, the sudden inability to catch fish. So for cultural reflection, the seaside setting aligns with fishing communities, emphasizing the old man's dependence on the sea. For symbolic landscape, the sea's transformation, black to normal, symbolizes moral consequences, a common folktale motif.
All right, thank you for that, Teacher Mariah. And now, we will be discussing the characters of the Legend of the Black Sea. So first, Bolly. So Bolly, a loyal and a purely good, embodying unwavering devotion. Second, Serzina, the ambiguous but stereotypical a black cat associated with mischief, or her duality, refusing pills versus accidentally dropping one, adds minimal complexity. So next, the old man, a kind but flawed figure representing human judgment and redemption. Next is the hearing gull, a wise supernatural guide typical in folktales. And for the last one, stereotypes. So the evil black cat trope is subverted while Bully fits the pitbull dog archetype. So now the plot. So the simple structure, the story follows a straightforward sequence of events, making it easy to follow and understand. So first, the conflict, so the old man's illness and Serzina's refusal to help without reward. So the main problem now arises when the old man becomes ill and Serzina refuses to help him unless she is rewarded, heating up tension. So next is the climax. The cottage burns down due to Serzina's inaction. So the highest point of tension occurs when Serzina's inaction causes the cottage to burn down, escalating the conflict. Next is the resolution. So the girl's lesson restores balance after the man regrets his actions. So the conflict is resolved when the girl teaches the old man a lesson, helping him realize his mistakes and bringing balance back. So next is the repetition. The cat's repeated demand for fish and the old man's pleas. So certain actions or phrases, like the cat demanding fish repeatedly, reinforce key themes or emotions, adding rhythm and emphasis. So next is the supernatural aid. So the gull intervenes to teach a moral lesson. So the gull, a supernatural being, steps in to provide guidance and teach a moral lesson, which is common in folktales. So for the last one, the happy ending. So the sea returns to normal and the man reconciles with a new cat. So the story concludes with a positive outcome as the sea comes down and the old man makes peace with a new cat, restoring harmony. So that would be all, guys.
may I call Teacher Jeannie?
So thank you for that, Teacher Charmin. So theme and conflict. So we have first is good versus evil. Third Zena's duality challenge black and white morality. So the gold message. Everyone has a good and bad underscores this time. Next is fate and consequences. Losing faith in Zena leads to despair. Restoring it brings renewal. And lastly is wisdom through suffering. So the old man learns humility after losing his own, aligning with folktale themes of growth. So now, may I call on Teacher Faith?
Alright, thank you so much for that, Teacher Jenny. So now, we will have the style. Okay, so for the style, we have here the grammatical language, which means that we have descriptions like the seashore, cottage, like that. So those focus on description. So now we have in dialogue, it tries the narrative, so more of narration, like always accusations, the girls in this one, that. So now we have magical realism. In magical realism, we have the seas color change and talking animals or concepted is more fun. Like that. So we have visual motifs. In visual motifs, we have the black cat, which symbolizes the city, and then the burning cottage, which means the consequences of nature. And then the black sea as well. So now we do like patterns, repetition, right? Right. And volume loyalty. So now we have the verb refer. The tools for the flow verb like faith, and redemption. Supernatural elements like talking animals, right? It's not normal; it's supernatural. Talking animals. We have the enchanted sea. Then we have simplified conflict like man versus self. That means about judgment. Man versus nature. Nature means the sea. Then man versus society, like bullies, prejudice. So we have in this analysis, it demonstrates how the story embodies classic folktale traits, while subtly challenging stereotypes like Cersina's complexity. It enriches its moral message. Alright? Yes? Alright, Teacher Mariah?
Great job, everyone! Today we explored folk literature and how legends like the legend of a Black Sea blend history and imagination to explain events and reflect cultural values. Legends aren't just stories, they pass down lessons and traditions through generations. As we end, think about the legends in your own culture and the wisdom they hold. Thank you for your time and see you in our next adventure. Thank you and goodbye, class.